Okay, welcome guys. Welcome to non-toxic time of gameplay. Facing the Shen top lane this game.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
We're gonna try out Doran's Blade or double Doran's Blade. I guess depending on how the game goes. On a time mode. We're not gonna do a complete physical damage time mode. We're doing a tiny bit of a hybrid in the early game, so we're gonna have like a 1 or 2 Doran's Blade and then full A play from that point. The reason why I wanna do it this way is that the Doran's Blade provides me the early game tankiness and early game attack damage and lifesteal. Pretty much all these 3 stats are very amazing for the early game on time mode, and I think Lux got a base. Yeah, I think Tristan's gonna have a hard time. So oh wait, am I gonna miss a CS? No, I don't think so. I think the stat that I'm looking for is actually more of a tankiness. And then attack damage comes in, and then the lifesteal comes in. Yeah. I think it's pretty decent in the early game for a Teemo to have. Because most of the top lane champions against a Teemo tends to grab magic resistance first, like Hex Shrinker first, or something like that. I believe that this Shen's gonna go a Spectre's Cowl item first. Spectre's Cowl into Adaptive Helm. So I'm gonna deal a physical damage against him while he's doing that. And then the first item that I want to rush is a Nashor's Tooth. So having an attack speed item to be the first core item, therefore having attack damage from the double Doran's Blade or one Doran's Blade and lifesteal and attack speed is like a perfect combo. So it's just an early game item, well, Doran's Blade, right? So we end up selling it. I'm not sure how good it is. I'm just testing out for this game. But of course, if you're playing in a game where like, oh, I never had that type of issue. Enemy top laner never grabs a magic resistance against me. Then yeah, you should not go with this build. It's better to just go with a Doran's Ring, of course. But in my games, I tend to go against a lot of magic resistance stackers. And then Teemo's early game damage is really bad if they stack the MR, magic resistance. Although our mid and jungler are physical damage dealers, so if they do stack the magic resistances, then they may get wrecked by my jungle and mid laner. But at the same time, I don't trust anyone in my game. They can still stack full magic resistances and do well because, you know, my jungle and my mid laner are generally tends to be non-human like. I'm just kidding. Welcome to non-toxic Teemo play, Teemo game. Oh, there goes my jungler. I mean mid laner. So Graves at the mid lane. So far, I feel like I have done no damage to the Shen. Well, at least he popped the one potion. Wow, I missed so many CSs. So good news or not, I've been using a same modem for my internet over 5 years. And that modem's maximum internet speed that it used to provide is 150 megabits. Guess what? My ISP so far was providing me a 300 megabits. But I didn't get any benefits with that. Well, I get half of the benefits because my modem sucked. So I ordered a new one. Will coming in next Tuesday. I didn't know that we had to change modem every 2 years or so. I thought if you buy one modem, it can go for lifetime. I guess not. What the hell? So just like that, I'm changing the build on Teemo depending on the patches. Like recent patch, they just nerfed the Smite Teemo, so that's why we're getting a Tier of Goddess every single game. Well, except this game. This game we're not going Tier because I have a different setup. I guess the internet service also gets the patches too. Alright, so I'm gonna look what kind of build that the Shen is gonna build right now as he comes top. And then depending on that, building what would be better. But let's just not do that. Go with this for now. What does here? Negatron Clock, see? Enemy top laners always tends to grab that magic resistance. I grabbed some iPav too, but that's totally fine. Amplifying Tome is still fine. For the early game, I can buy one more Doran's Blade if needed. Yes, he's going for a Wit's End. He also has a dagger. I felt like I have to invest some money, invest some gold in the early game to deal more damage in the early. The reason is I'm always getting a phase rush now. I'm so bound to it. Yeah. I think I finally made my play to like be good with the phase rush all the times. And phase rush, I believe it's the best for the Teemo. I know most of you guys will disagree because it doesn't provide me any damages, but in my case where I have to do 1v9 most of the time, yeah, in a 1v9 case, the phase rush is so good because I can get in and out easily with those move speed. I know the damage sucks. That's why I said like I have to invest some gold for the early game. Especially the early game is where the problem is, not using the rune to deal the damages. So I have to deal the damage with like Doran's Blade, as you see. Where's Graves at? I feel like someone is coming. Yeah, they're mid. The Fizz is missing. But I want to keep pressure the Shen under the turret so that he doesn't get to like look at the map and then ult somewhere else. Fizz at the bottom. So they're about to make an action in the bottom. I don't want this guy to just really ult on my people. Or ult on his people, that is. Once again, we are not going Tier of Goddess this game. I have a Fairy Charm just for the mana. Early mana. I'm not getting a Doran's Ring for the mana. Yeah, I've been kind of stopped getting a Doran's ring at all. I don't really use it at all. You got the Herald? Sure. This is good. Like this Herald to a top play. This has been like... Hello. Hello. So Herald has been a thing in a League of Legends for like now 3 years. But the first year that the Herald has you know, been on League of Legends, only good players, like only like only top 10 players tend to play like this. Now everyone's playing like, you know, the same way as this Jax has done. Herald and straight up to top, you know. Because that's the best way to play, to be honest. Like, you wanna use your Herald as soon as possible to take down the plating. But it took like about close to 3 years for everyone to actually understand that's the best play. It's quite ridiculous. I always kind of like shit talked about the jungler whenever they don't do it that way, like 2 years ago. Why don't jungler just use the freaking Herald in the top like right away after they get it? Why do they have to save it so long? Like, the purpose of the Herald is the same shit. Like, you want to get a first turret and get as much plating as possible. Why are they, like, they get the Herald and they save it. I think there are still people who does that. Thinking that they can use it better, in a better way, in a better purpose, but... No, its purpose is just get the plating and, you know, and the turret ASAP. Alright, let's reach the nature suit here with the soak shoes. Rampage. Man, I haven't got a kill yet. I guess that we're just gonna stick with the one Doran's play for this game.
Yes, sir.
Let's push the mid because the Yasuo's... Wow, our Yasuo has 7 kills? What? He's so stuck. We should do the dragon right now as Graves showing his face on top. I'll just ward a little bit deep on here. I don't really want to jump on the Graves. I don't know if the Shen has ultimate or not. So if I start fighting the Graves, then Shen may ult. I have currently 6% life steal through 3% from the Doran's Blade and 3% from Bloodline. The Bloodline's life steal goes up to 12%. We just gotta stack it up. That's their dragon, yeah, they're heading for it. So we're just gonna pressure the top as the enemy is grouping around their dragons. It's a trade. We gotta probably get as much turret HP as possible. The Jax. He's not trolling, guys. He's just doing his best. Uh-oh. This doesn't look good. Bye. I lost quite a bit of HP. Let's just take the base. I can get the hunting, guys. Just straight up iPav build from here. Why don't you use the skins on Teemo? Uh, I've already explained this multiple times. I can explain again. You know, the reason why we are wearing the clothes when we go outside is just to make sure that strangers don't get to see our, you know, naked body, right? But when you're in your own house or in your own room, you know that you're being naked and you're okay with that because there's nobody to like, nobody's a stranger in your own house or room, right? Well, that's how I feel. When I'm streaming, I feel like all of you guys are being my fam, that I don't have to wear any clothes, as in skins. So here I am, naked Teemo here, classic Teemo. How tight. Let's use a potion. How tight. Man, that shield. Hopefully Graves doesn't show up to ult me. So I may die from Graves' ultimate. Teemo has a perfect CS. Do I? Scuttle will give me some HP. You can also go for Herald here. I cannot blind Herald, right? Yeah, that sucks. Time to sell the Doran's Blade, Leandri's Torment. Let's go. Can use a Herald in the mid. Oh, more Nomicon locks, that's cool. Nice purchase. I'm just doing a regular Teemo build. You know, Leandry's Torment, Nasher, yeah, Voice, Hourglass, that kind of thing. Nice bind. That was good. Oh, I thought I dodged the business ultimate there, but got hit. Now I can sell my fatty chum. Order control wood. That's too bad. Jax didn't prepare for that. Although that they're winning in a dragon, but they're losing too hard on a turret. And we're doing good. Yeah, our team's farming is okay. Support soloing our ADC. Their support is strong. Jax. Nice exhaust. Nice blue buff. Red buff is showing up.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
I'm sorry, I gotta take this, buddy. So this is an easier version, way easier than the Teemo Goddess build. But of course, the late game isn't as strong as the Teemo Goddess build is, because I don't get to have the Ultimate Hunter. Having the Ultimate Hunter allows me to have a 15% extra cooldown reduction in the late game, just for the ultimate. So I can spend more ultimates, the traps that is. Wait, what? I thought it was doing fine. Man, Shen saved it. I think my team's got this turret. We gotta defend the top side. I'll leave it to you guys. Grab my bow staff. Codex. I don't really need a fairy charm at all, but just keep it. Just in case. Because I stacked a full Presence of Mind, which is a 500 mana pack, and I'll just keep getting more mana as I get assist or kill. So there's nothing to really worry about the mana anymore. But if I sell a fairy charm, I'd probably grab like control. I'm too low to join in a fight, so I just fully backed up. We're throwing this game. We? Don't put me in with you. Hopefully he's not. Oh my god, I actually got hit by that. Okay, now I'm in with him. That was a throw. Had a good throw. That's right, Tristana's gonna get a turtle or something. Dash, dash, dash. Go Trist.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Man, he's got 1,000 gold out of me. The fizz. Now the last item is an hourglass. That's it, that's the full build. And then we end up selling a Sorceress for decap. We're going to lose this game. The wish game. We need to bet it. Says the Yasu. Okay. Come on. Trap, please. Can probably get a hourglass. And trap activation is just so long. They gotta shorten that. See, when the champion freaking uses hourglass and I put it on right under it. No, no activation. The Caitlyn's trap is like way better with that, right? Kate does that 100% correctly. Teemo? No. Shaco can do it too. Teemo? No. Dude, your team is not around. Gee. Did they get a single turret from our side? I feel like it was a perfect turret game. My KDA wasn't perfect though. Good job to Lux. I think Lux played really well. GG's. Yeah, I do like this build. If my Seraph build doesn't work so well, then this is gonna be our plan B. Yeah. But as you saw, in the late game without the Ultimate Hunter, we don't really place that many traps. That's the only sad part. Yeah.